5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's that?
Bad Crypto live with Mixie, X Mixie, X No Ecstasy.
Bad Crypto times Mixie equals Mixie.
Bagsy. Bagsy. Hey, man.
Welcome to Bitcoin was 100K. Now it's not. The party's over, you guys. Bitcoin is officially dead again for the 478th time.
It was fun though. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, there was enough going on there that they felt that perhaps they should write an article about it.
Yeah. We like to talk about it. We like to say, hey, remember when Bitcoin was 100,000, you guys? And we thought that it was going to be nonstop explosion since then. And now it's at $99,300, you guys.
It's dead again.
Party's over, bro.
It's a shame. I mean, it was going really well.
Mhm.
Things were looking up. And
It's all that Hawk-Tua chick's fault.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too. We're definitely going to talk about Haley and her Hawk-Tua. Yeah, let's see. It's crypto market cap's at 3.765 trillion right now. Bitcoin 99,154. Ethereum hit 3,900. By the way, it's pulled back a little bit. 38.44. XRP $2.31. Solana $233. BNB still really strong, really strong. 713.
I can smell it. It's really strong.
Yeah. Oda CZ. Cardano 18 cents. Dogecoin 43. And so, and you know what's really interesting to me is I've been watching these altcoins, and I've been watching alt creep. Like they're just very gradually been moving. Like if I zoom out a month, look at this. This is Avalanche, AVAX. A month ago, 23.88. Today,
that's no surprise though. We knew that one was going to pop. Once they were talking about Avalanche 9,000. And I'm pretty privy because I've been working with them in the marketing team, and I saw all these amazing companies that they've hired and agencies they're working with, and the top-notch content that's being. And I'm like, once I understood AVAX 9,000, I was like, okay, dude, yeah, that's gonna pop.
It's not just them. Look here. There's a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Polkadot a month ago 386. Today 1072.
Yeah. Finally popped $10 again. Good Lord, it's taking forever for Polkadot. Like,
where is ICP is another one I've been watching. Let's look at the monthly. Let's see the pattern. This is really similar to 739 doubled to 1469.
But look at Bitcoin, and that's exactly why, because this happens every time, Joel. We know this. It's like once Bitcoin does its thing, and then the alts do their same thing. They don't have this sort of, but I mean, over the course of time, it sort of starts popping. This seems to me that this has happened all the time. Even if they don't even have big news, it still kind of pops and grows.
It's a slow creep.
We look at from November 4th to now, that thing went from $60-something thousand to $100,000.
103,607, please and thank you.
Wow. So there must have been a big sell wall at 104,000 or something. Because I thought once we hit 100,000, it's probably going to go for a bit. I didn't know that we would ever dip below 100,000 for a while. It took less than 24 hours to dip below 24,000, to dip below 100,000.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's always you hit a new high and then it retests. It goes under where it was retesting, and then it'll pop back up again. And guess whose attention it got a hold of, Sir Lord Travis? The El Presidente elect. Congratulations, Bitcoiners. $100,000. You're welcome.
I love how he takes credit for that. That's hilarious.
Well, he didn't
call us the Bitcoiners this time. He goes, the guys like the Bitcoin. They're the Bitcoiners. Like, okay.
It didn't hurt. I mean, him being president-elect certainly does not hurt the cause of crypto.
Yeah.
I don't know that he can take credit for it.
Well, really, I think. Well, we were talking about this. You know, was it yesterday, the day before when we were recording, and like when the new SEC chair has been announced, and he said, "Here's the guy that Trump picks, and it's a libertarian who likes crypto," and it was like and after that, I was like, "Okay, this is the catalyst that's going to pop a hundy," and it did. I didn't know how high it would go, but I thought it would stay above 100 for a while. And I just as it dipped down to 99 something, but that's not a whole lot. Now, I did see that the guy that he chose to come in. Let me see if I can find the article.
The SEC guy.
No, the SEC guy seems like he's reluctant to want to even come in to be the guy, like the guy that he chose. I don't remember
Paul Atkins.
Yeah, Paul Atkins, kind of reluctant. He said he nominated him. Paul Atkins is like, I don't know. Let me see if
Yeah, that would be really weird. I find that hard to believe, guys being appointed to a position like this, and he's pro crypto. But if you can find that he's reluctant tweet. But Paul Atkins has been nominated officially as the next SEC chair, taking the place of Gary Gensler, who we haven't liked what Gary's done. Gary has not been friendly. The SEC has not been friendly to crypto. In fact, how is it that we live in this country where we are the land of the free, the home of the brave, and we can't trade on exchanges that our government doesn't approve of? Like, how is that?
Dude, I was looking at. I think I sent it to you yesterday. We were having a conversation about something, and I'll just pull it up here because it was really kind of funny. It was like, oh, we're sorry. You're a resident, a national, or an agent of the United States of America, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Belarus, Russia, or the Crimea, or any of these Russian-held regions of Ukraine, or any other country or jurisdiction to which the United States embargoes goods or imposes similar sanctions. I was like, dude, that's going away, dude. When he gets his new guys in like that, like there's no reason why there should be any sentences like, if you're from the United States, Iran, Cuba, or North Korea or Russia, you can't do it. Like, come on, are you serious? That's the dumbest shit.
It really is bizarre.
But that's pretty dumb.
Yeah. So I actually had an issue. I have an E-Trade account that I use for traditional stock trading. And sometimes I use a VPN. I'm a citizen of St. Kitts as well as the United States. And because of that, I can KYC using my second passport. And so sometimes in order to do that, you got a VPN through a different country, right? In order for that to be legit. You? And I happen to have my VPN on, I think I was going through Jamaica, which is not a sanctioned country at all. And E-Trade was like, oh, so you can't be if you're from Jamaica or whatever. The dude's looking
sorry, man, you can't be doing it on the cryptos and the E-Trade, man. That's be bad mojo, bro.
I'm telling you, it's absolutely crazy. Hey, thanks to those of you that are joining us. Brad Webb makes a great tweet that it sticks out. Peter Schiff tweeted in 2019, keep dreaming. Bitcoin is never going to hit 100,000. And what's he saying now?
I'm going to dream.
Yeah, he's probably still saying that it's going to go to zero.
But here's the thing. I don't know why he was such a stubborn arse, because he could have been like, I don't believe in Bitcoin. Obviously, the technicals are showing that it's going off. Like whenever Max Kaiser told him about it, Max said he told him about it when Bitcoin was $1. And he's been telling him about it since it was $1. And I think Peter Schiff's ego is so inflated that he's like, there's no way I'm ever going to say that I bought Bitcoin. He probably bought Bitcoin long ago. He just will never admit to it, probably. Or if he didn't, he's just dumb.
Let's see what he's saying right now, because he is talking about Bitcoin, talking about Peter Schiff here on X, formerly known as Twitter. And he says, ironically, Bitcoin may end up destroying the dollar after all, not because it replaces the dollar as a global reserve currency, but because the US government embraces Bitcoin, prints trillions of dollars to buy it, and fuels a larger bubble that squanders the nation wealth. So he's half right. I just think that how he's coming to it is misguided. Yeah, because we can do this. We can print trillions of dollars to buy Bitcoin, but this is kind of the MicroStrategy model, right? Is sell stock, buy Bitcoin, get loans at 0%, which is kind of like them printing money to buy more Bitcoin.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Most of the time, like how MicroStrategy does that. They sell stock, or they borrow debt, and like he financed debt, $4 billion of debt for $0 or something, like 0% of taxes, which was crazy. And if you think about that, I just it's just a trip. But unfortunately, United States, there's not stock, there's not United States stock, right? And so what happens is the congressmen and the politicians of the deep state, they sell our influence for profits for them, but not for the United States. So there's not that sort of comparable thing. But it is true. It almost seems like, we want to buy 200,000 Bitcoin every single year for the next 5 years until we get 1 million Bitcoin. Well, dude, they could just turn on the printing press and print it up and be like, boom, there we go. Or what they'll probably do is take that 200,000 Bitcoin per year and divide that between the 12 months and get themselves, 15, what would that be, like 15,000 Bitcoin a month, which is like almost 500 Bitcoin a day.
Who is it? Bukele. Let me pull that up actually, because he is really celebrating. Nayib, the president of El Salvador. Let's see, we got his Twitter up right here. And yeah, he's definitely busy tweeting. Look at this. He's tweeting this. He's tweeting the charts. Where did he say? Oh, yeah, he just posted that chart. He's definitely doing some victory laps. Oh, here we go. President Bukele asking the haters what they have to say about Bitcoin now. He's got the Hulk listening in, and he's got his ear.
Oh, yeah, I love that. So with him buying 1 Bitcoin a day, if the United States is buying 200,000 Bitcoin every year, that would be basically 548 Bitcoin a day.
Here it is, November 17th, 2022. Just over 2 years is where he announced that they're buying 1 Bitcoin every day, starting the next day, and they've stayed with it. And what an example for the rest of the world to see. And that they're having discussions with, like they've cleaned up El Salvador. It's now one of the safest. It's probably the safest country in Central America, and they are out of debt because of this move. Their Bitcoin portfolio more than makes up for the debt that they had.
Really? How much debt did they have?
I don't know, but they're in the black.
Dude, if they are literally was rolling with about less than $1 billion worth of debt, that's nothing compared to how America has $36 trillion worth of debt. Pull up the U.S. debt clock. What are we sitting at right now?
Okay, let's
because if the United States, if Trump's able to lower the deficit over time with his strategies, which is really going to be a key indicator, because who's been able to really slow down the deficit growth, because it's at $36 trillion. Look at that. Like it's like every second it's like pow, 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 more debt, more debt, more debt, pow, pow, suck it. More
ouch,
debt, more
ouch.
debt. Like I wonder, just by looking at this, how long it takes the US debt. How long is $100,000 for US debt? Because it doesn't look like it's very long. Look at another Bitcoin. Ding, another
Look
Bitcoin.
at this.
Ding.
Look at this. The debt per citizen is just a little bit more than a Bitcoin, $106,000. And per taxpayer, because a lot of people don't pay taxes, $271,790.
Yeah. Scroll over to the other side. If you look over on the other side, over by my head, I don't know if you can move it over or whatnot.
What are you looking for?
Well, that's where gold and silver is, right? Gold and silver is over there. Is Bitcoin over there?
I
don't see it.
Bitcoin. That needs to be added to the debt clock. Now,
Well,
especially once they make it a reserve asset. I think that's when it needs to be. I don't know. There's no more room on this clock. There's
so many numbers here. That's like, it hurts my mathing.
Yeah, there's too much going on. All right, I want to talk about something that's near and dear to your heart. Okay, let me. I'm going to stop sharing for just a second because you've been looking at some of these meme coins, right? And yesterday, Haley, what's Haley's last name?
Oh, Haley Welsh.
Haley Haktua, the Haktua girl that became famous. Haktua girl, became famous for the meme that spawned from her little just spit on it conversation.
Which, God bless her. I mean, that's great. I was thinking about this. I was like, the hawk, that's kind of gross, but the tua, that's kind of hot, right? It's nice because you get the benefit of the tua with the extra lubricant, but the that's kind of gross. I've always thought that, but you can't really have the hawk without the tua. And so she's launched her own podcast, and she's done pretty good for herself so far, but she really connected with some ne'er-do-wells that aren't necessarily great strategists. And so this Hawk Tua, here's what happened. She dropped a token, and look at that. A close cluster had over 90% of the supply. And so she ended up doing a Twitter space with her dev team, and they were vehemently denying that there was any nefarious stuff, but you can't fake the funk on chain. And so CoffeeZilla came in and FaZe Banks came in, and they reamed them so much so that she's like, okay, y'all, well, I'm gonna go to bed and shut the space down. Dude.
Check it out. There's the chart for this.
Scroll back a little bit. No, it's on Solana. Scroll back the other one. It's the one that's on Solana.
This is Hawk. No, this is it. This is Hawk. It's on ETH. Yeah, so the Solana was the Tua. It's the other token.
No, there was the other one was on. It was on. Are
you sure about that?
The problem with these cryptos is that they all pop off on different ones.
I'm pretty sure that this was on.
I didn't buy any Hawk, but I'm pretty sure that Hawk one.
No, this is it. This is it. It's got a 67 million market cap. It got all the way up here to like 200 million or so.
No, it's wrong, bro. It's not.
Are you sure? Then find
100% because there's only 2,400 holders. That's not it. It's on Solana. So pull it up again on the search and type in Hawk, but it's on Solana.
Okay.
It has a totally different. It has a different.
See, this is a problem too, right? Because you're saying it's this one right here.
No, look at it. It's the 26 million one. Let's see here. I need to look at the volume. I think
Right, you're saying it's this one here.
That's what happened. It went whoop, and then more. So what is it? It's $26 million market. It got up, folks. It got up to $500 million. And so here's this token. And so within 10 minutes, because that cluster of all those wallets, that cluster went, and then boom, and then people were selling all the way up, blah, 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 and then boom, and then people got wrecked. But what was hilarious to me was I was just watching this, just laughing, and then I saw a tweet that said, it was like right after Hawk, right after it got sort of violated by the devs selling 90% along the way. It was crazy what happened on this. Oh yeah, Coffee was going hyper, yelling. Yeah, dude, he did go crazy. It was crazy if you haven't had a chance to listen to that. And while I saw that, the tweet that I saw was like, oh, that's why this community takeover project, Tua, she needs to go straight to a prison. Right. And so the other app is called Tua, TUA. That's it right there. Now it's actually gone down a bit, but it made it up all the way up to $29 million at that peak up there. Somebody bought a whole ton. They bought like 1,000 Solana worth of it. And it was crazy watching this thing go. In the community, on the Telegram, dude, I was watching this thing. How many's it got now? 26,300 people holders. Dude, there was like 1,000 holders on this thing when I started, and there was like, I don't know, less than 150 people in the Telegram. And so I got in really early back over there yesterday, before that big pop, like I don't know, like it was literally probably 30 minutes after the Hawk thing got wrecked. And
tell me you sold
around 800K. It was crazy watching this thing go, dude. It was
tell me you sold.
Funniest shit.
Did you sell?
Oh yeah, I sold some along the way, yeah, for sure. And then I held some along the way, and then not a financial advice, but I'm watching the charts again to see where there's a good entry point if it pops in the end.
So here's my take on these meme coins, that there's no reason at this point for this thing to keep running. It had its go. She did her thing. I think she's going to be in trouble. I think the people that she worked with are going to be in trouble, because clearly this to me appears to be very rug-like. Let's look at this chart one more time. Let's see.
They didn't rug the liquidity.
They just sold their supply,
but they were selling it along the ways. Now, actually, if you look at click on there where it says top traders, you see holder 16,000. My God! So the Tua token has almost double the amount of holders now. But click there where it says top traders, right above type. No, on the same one on Hawk.
Okay. Where is it?
Top traders. It's right there by your bookshelf.
By my bookshelf.
Well, I'm looking at it. It's right there. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's in the 30th quadrant, look to the left. You don't use Dex Screener enough. You can tell you don't.
I don't know where the hell's top traders. I'm looking at describe left side of the screen, right side of the screen.
It's right below the chart. There's little 5 spots that say holders.
There we go.
Right by it says 1654.
Educate me, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look right here. You can see these are people who bought. So that one guy, so scroll up at the top there a little bit. So that one guy bought 500,000 or 1 million of them, sold right there. So that person actually bought. All those other people where it's blank, where it says bought, they didn't buy anything. They got those given to them for free. So basically that dude got 300,000 worth of free dollars. All those people got 40,000. All those are accounts and wallets that got free money for nothing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So if you look at that exact same thing on Tua, there's none of that because the dev got in, sold his tokens when he could, and then the community took over. Yeah. So these are all people who bought tokens at certain prices and sold at certain things along the way. So there's very few tokens. Like that was the dev right there, I think, that had the 39,000 that basically made 40K and then got rid of it.
Nice day, huh? What a nice day.
But look at all those people. You don't actually see charts like this with meme coins where the most of the top traders are people who actually bought into the token. So this has a really legit, and I'm not shilling the token. I'm just saying it was really fucking hilarious watching this thing do its thing. So a couple weeks ago, there was that one kid, whenever Pump.Fun was having they had live streams available on Pump.Fun, and the kid launched. So he was on some token and he made a couple of grand and he's like, yeah, I made a couple bandos. And then, so everybody was calling him, oh, you're a quant, you're a 13-year-old quant kid. And then, so like later that day or the next day or whenever, he launched another token called Quant. And then so what happens on Pump.Fun is you create the token, then you got to wait for the bonding curve to happen. That means $69,000 has to be put into that token, invested into it. Then Pump.Fun holds all that money. They put a small amount of that on Raydium as a part of the liquidity pool. And then he put that in the liquidity pool. And so none of that money is owned by anybody yet. So Pump.Fun's making a killing, right? On all these meme coins. Well, then so they put 20,000 in. Some people bought in. It hit on Raydium. Then it was tradable and swappable. The thing did this. The kid sold immediately. He's like, whoa, what? Oh my God. Thanks for the 20 bandos, and flipped everybody off. And then he cut his live stream, right? Well, the community took that token over and it made it all the way up to $80 million. So when I'm watching what happened on the Hawk part made it to $500 million. So it would seem to me now it's 20-something million. How would Tua not eventually bypass it? And I think that's what the community is trying to do, is get it to a point. The volume's still there. The numbers of holders are growing, it seems. And so it's just kind of weird. I'm just watching it to see what's going to happen.
I'm super skeptical about all of this because everything in crypto moves on memes move on momentum, and it's taken a long time for Dogecoin, build momentum over the years.
Sure.
Then you got Sheeb and Pepe and all these that if you look at their charts, they were really slow and they built momentum over time. Now, this is like walking into the casino, dropping, a quarter into the slot machine, although you don't actually drop quarters anymore. You just put your little card in, and the attention span of people is short. And we've seen this with other meme coins that we've been in that we believe in because they actually have a reason for being.
Yeah, but if you don't have a community behind it that's sort of cult-like and passionate, then that's what kills them. And so that's why if you've watched that Murad video, which most people in the space now have, of the meme coin super cycle, you got to have projects that have some sort of cult-like following, the very passionate fan base who feel like they're part of something. That's why I thought this one made a whole lot of sense, because people feel like they're part of something.
Well, this does. I mean, this definitely has a reason now. They're suggesting that they report her to the SEC for
it's not
manipulation.
Tua, it's called straight to a prison is what the token's called. Right?
Here's I don't know if audio plays on the screen share or not. Does it, Producer Grim? If I play this this video here on X, will it play the audio as well? Feel free to chime in.
You got
in
a
the
full
background.
screen it, he said.
I got a full screen it.
Full screen the video. Yeah.
Okay, let's so check this out. This is Mark Cuban talking to Haley because he got some tokens.
Do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Oh, yeah. If I launch a meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you my wallet. I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But,
And then he gets rugged. Yeah.
Well, he didn't do anything to earn them. He probably was sitting there waiting to sell, knowing him. He's like, so dude, that CoffeeZilla, dude, he went off, and oh my God. So what was funny was I was sitting here waiting for the space to go, and then click on straight to a jail. So good. Straight to a prison. So that was not the main one. Actually,
he did this today.
I had the top tweet on the one that Haley Welch had on hers. I think it's called Haley. Her word is no, don't type it on that. Tap it on hers, which would be Haley Haliey.
Want to show up? Here it is on your replies. So
Okay,
this is
down.
the tweet right
Well,
here.
that's one of them. That's not the one that I put on that on her Twitter space. Scroll down a little bit more.
Here, let me go back to your.
No, it's right there. It's on the replies.
Which one?
Well, scroll down. It's from yesterday, last night. Keep scrolling down.
One? Right here.
Yeah,
that's funny.
A little bit farther down.
A
little bit farther down. That's what it was like. I don't know if Haley's is even on there, but
there we go.
No, that's earlier today. Yeah, there it is. So, well, no, it's basically what I said is that she launched Hawk, and then it got rugged, and then the Angry Degens launched Tua. So it was the very top tweet on her Twitter space, and so you could just see people coming in, and it was just growing. Like it was the community. I'm not seeing a community do what the community was doing. Like I'd seen one last night. It was
look at this. So this guy here put $1.4 million worth of Moodang into Hawk, and he lost it all. He swapped back to 46K. Months of patience building stack gone in 15 minutes.
Why would you
because you feel like you're
$1.4 million or something in, like, dude,
greedy.
It's just not smart, dude. It's just not wise behavior. Now, that's the thing. Like, you know how we've always said, oh, so if you want to invest in crypto or you're going to buy Bitcoin, don't invest any more than you're comfortable losing, right? You don't put your rent money on a meme coin, right? I mean, some people might. They're going to lose it most of the time. 99% plus of these meme coins wreck. Like, they're usually not around long. It's like such a short thing. Like, the thing launches, it does this, it dumps, and then sometimes it comes back up, and then there's like a rebound when the community kind of grows, and so you got to kind of watch the community, see what they're doing, and if the community's lively and the Telegram's active and people are actively doing raids and they're working it, they're working for their bags, and not all projects do that. A lot of times they're just rugs, and so that's one reason I like this one. It was fun.
I can't believe this guy took
What a
1.4
huge
million
sum.
and went all in on the girl that taught us how to spit on the male member.
You got to spit on that penis.
You got to spit on it. So, also in the meme coin arena, of course, a lot of that talk got its start from GameStop, the stock, and Roaring Kitty posted this today. It's a cover of Time magazine with this computer on it, and it says 109 and then in red 420. So he's giving clues to something, and guess what? They had to halt trading of GameStop today because just this
Because of
tweet.
that?
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up.
Dude, well, what's so crazy? How is it that one dude can stop trading of a token or actual stock, but people like Nancy Pelosi can just like hear something in a meeting and they're like, oh, they're going to do this or that. Oh, they just got approved for this regulation, and then so he tweeted that out, and all of a sudden, boom, the thing.
Look at
goes
that.
up.
Yeah, look at that right
Huge,
here.
though. It didn't go up huge. It only went up from like $26 to
About $3 up to
It's
30.
about a $5 gain though, actually, which is big for stocks.
Yeah, that is big. That's for that kind of move is big when you're talking about it was a 2650 stock at the time, shot up to 3050. That's a decent percentage, and all it's the sudden volume. Look right here. Look at the volume.
Right.
It was hardly.
They just wait for the whistle from Roaring Kitty, Mr. Keith. They just wait for the whistle from him, and they go, "Oh, it's time to go."
Yeah, how crazy is that? So did you? I told you about the Magic Eden airdrop that was taking place. They dropped their Me token, which actually they're not dropping it. You connect your wallet to see if you qualify for it. And I'm gonna pull up the tweets that we saw on this. Oh, that's not me. Here we go. Magic Eden. So this guy says 3 years of OG activity on Magic Eden, and this is how I'm rewarded. Now, just for to give perspective, I have a Phantom wallet, and I've maybe used Magic Eden once or twice to buy or sell an NFT. And I've been on since its inception. I've hardly used it. I haven't earned diamonds or anything like that, and I've got 186 ME coming to me. And this guy who's had all this activity on there got 184. Make it make sense. Can you? You're muted, Trev.
Was it like a roulette or something where it's like, all right, you guys are all, so they weren't distributing it equally based on activity. They were saying, hey, you are one of the wallets, and so you're going to get a percentage, or you're going to get
don't know
amount of this.
Not sure what their algorithm was. This guy here, wallets that bought 30 BTC worth of NFTs on Magic Eden, not eligible. Wallets that bought 20,000 SOL, not eligible. And many more all happened to me and accounted for diamonds. Here's all these NFTs this guy's got, and saying a lot of these wallets weren't eligible. One of his wallets was eligible. So this guy had 2.3 million diamonds, and he ended up with 10,210 me. And there's a pre-market, pre-drop price on it. I'm not sure how people are trading it yet, but it's like $3-4 per me. So this guy's got about 40 grand coming to him. But still, all the reward that they give these diamonds, apparently people feel like it's meant nothing to them.
So basically what they did was, even though the dude's getting 40 grand worth of free money, he's pissed off it's not more. And this is one of those things that almost seems damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, guess who's set to capitalize on it, Trev? OpenSea posted this video right here. I'm not going to play the audio on it. Just here comes the boat. A new OpenSea is coming, December 2024. There's the boat heading out to the OpenSea. I'm not sure what the site's going to look like, what it's going to be.
That was in November. That came out a month ago.
Right. So here, and this is pinned right now. Here's the tweet. today, 4 hours ago. So how long have you been using OpenSea? Okay, that clearly is a leading question. Why ask that right now unless you're intending to do a token drop? So I screen capped my account, joined in June 2019. Like that's almost the beginning, because you and I were in NFTs with CryptoKitties in 2017. So I think OpenSea was pretty new in 2019. And everybody here is saying, drop the token or delete your account. You know the drill by now, token or GTFO. Long enough to know we deserve tokens. So everybody here is like, now the expectations are there that you better drop a token, and you better do it based on longevity. How long have you been using OpenSea?
Not only how long have you been using OpenSea, how much have you transacted in OpenSea, how many transactions, dude. And then if that's the case, then I can't wait for MetaMask to do something, right? Like that would be insane. But let me ask you this, Joel.
Okay.
Because Blur did that thing, and they did an airdrop based on what you were doing and certain things, and so that thing went, and you could stake it. It was interesting for a little while, but then everybody sort of dumped their tokens. So what will OpenSea have to do that it doesn't just kill the market? Like, okay, great, I got 40,000 worth of free C tokens. What am I going to do now? I'm going to sell them. Like, or what are they going to have to do to make it not suck?
I honestly don't know, and I hope that it doesn't. But it seems like it's coming, and it's coming soon. They've got it, right here. They've not said another word about it, but I really hope they don't screw up. I mean, we had those guys on the Nifty show back in 2020, I think.
Yep.
Which we had. There was two of them. Devin Finzer, right? Let's see if I can find that.
Devin Finzer, that's one of the dudes. Yep.
Who was the other guy?
I don't remember the other guy. I remember Devin.
I mean,
Devin's
they were
the dudes
just.
I've seen at a lot of different places over time too.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was the Nifty show that we had him on. Sometimes I miss the Nifty show. Sometimes I think about doing the Nifty show again. Sometimes.
Well, we could maybe do a Nifty stream.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, if you wanted to do one.
So I feel like NFTs are to some degree coming back. I'm going to actually pop open.
I don't think so much. I think that what's happening next is going to be AI agents empowering some of those NFTs with some intelligence, kind of like how that one project that we were part of that had the little brains, the AS something, not AS anymore, but
Altered State Machine.
Yeah, Altered State Machines, ASM.
It's now Futureverse, and they've been building and adding games and stuff this whole time during this whole bear market.
Perfect. Yeah, it's interesting what's going to happen on that. But I think these AI agents, we're going to start seeing more of these tokens having AI agents that do thinking, and then they're going to start being the money makers. People are going to be programming these AI agents to go out and do stuff for them to make money, and it'll be wild. I think we're going to be looking at something like, man, we're going to be looking at $2, $3, $5 trillion worth of industry assets with these AI agents over time as they start doing stuff. They're already starting to do more stuff than we probably realize, Joel, and having AI agents that are communicating with other AI agents, and they're going to be coming up with their own crypto projects, and they're going to create strategies, and they're going to find ways to build resources and create resources and to create wealth. And if you're an owner or creator of one of those, there's going to be some pretty big things. So I think there's going to be some meme coins. I would say almost every cryptocurrency that's worth its weight will have some sort of AI agent that you can connect to with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at what's trending. Right, Bored Ape is number one still. 22 floor, which is with ETH approaching $4,000. That's 88K for one of those. Mutant Apes 4 ETH. I bought my Mutant Ape for 17 ETH back when it was around, I don't know, $1,100. So
Did you
20,
sell it then, or did you?
it was 20 grand. Nope, I've got it. So right now, that 20 grand in ETH it's worth about 16,000 in USD. So I'm going to keep holding it because I think it's going to pass by the original value. But man, if I had that 17 ETH instead of having invested in that, even the little pudgies, 1.7 ETH on the little pudgies, they've built a brand that is now in retail stores. Azukis are still around. Doodles have a partnership with McDonald's. They're all over these coffee cups. And then there's a bunch of other. Oh, Clonex. Do you know about this? Did you know? Let me show you this, Trav. Did you know that this happened?
I know. Did you know? I don't know what you're getting ready to show me, but did you know that? Nike's shutting down Artifact. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday on a Twitter space.
Yeah, they closed it down. So I have my closet behind me in that room. I have probably a half a dozen sneakers, the self-lacing ones, the Nike exclusives. I've probably got, I don't know, half a dozen hoodies. I've got socks, I've got hats, and now those are all just, collector's items from the time that, Nike and Artifact did this thing. But it's over, and the Clonex, is feeling the pain. If you look here, the floor on a Clonex is now 0.27 ETH, and I think the only ones that are going to have any value here are the Murakami drips. Remember the DNA? There were those that had the Murakami drips, the art style of the famous Japanese artist, and those will probably have value as collectibles, but the rest of them, don't know.
Yeah, it's a trip, dude. I mean, I think that these are digital assets. Clearly, NFTs are going to be reimagined. They're going to have to be reimagined in some ways that inspire, and it's part of those communities. Like, do you have a community that's excited about it? And so I think part of the problem, I think meme coins are the new NFT in a lot of ways, because how cool is it? You're like, oh, we have our Bored Apes. Well, there's only 10,000 of them. They're very limited. There's just 10,000. Okay. So what? If everybody has one, there can only be 10,000 people in your community. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Yeah, but guess what? Some people have 50 of them. And so maybe there's 4,000 different people in the group. And then what are they going to do? They can't go out and try to, get people more excited about it so that so that's why meme coins are so good, that you can get a small bag of them. It's really the same principle in a lot of ways. It's, dude, everything is a meme. Paper money's a meme, right? Bitcoin's a meme. Diamonds are a meme. We just agree that is something we're going to exchange value in. I'm going to trade you a little bit of it because we say it's worth something, and it is because. But
again, Trav, those have longevity, and in those cases of all those, massive longevity. I mean, community built over decades. In the case of gold, millennia. Can you really call that a meme? I don't know.
They're definitely memes. I think just how you want to categorize it to fit your narrative. But I think that, a lot of these are not staying around, dude. A lot of these meme coins are complete scams, theft, right?
Most of them.
But some of them are not, right? I mean, dude, Pepe's been around forever now. Doge's been around. Shiba Inu. But what's the deal? They have a cult-like following. They have
how many meme coins launch a day? Every day, how many coins?
Well, the problem is, Joel, is that Pump.Fun allowed people to just press a button. Remember back in the early days with ICOs? Oh, you had to make sure your smart contract's good. You have to get it audited. You have to go through all these steps. You got to put some liquidity up. You got to create a pool, and it was
difficult.
Dude, it was more difficult, and so the projects were a little more legit. Dude, the fact that anybody can just press a button and launch a meme coin within seconds is not good.
That's my exact point.
That's why you got to be smart about finding the best ones, I think.
And that's why I think it's a major gamble. I mean, hey, look, there's crypto that you can invest in that, Bitcoin is the Mac Daddy of them. And then you've got your altcoins. You've got your altcoins with $1 billion or plus market cap. And then you've got everything below that. And so the lower that market cap is, the bigger risk it is. And so when you have all of these coins that, they might have community, but they have no no longevity, is no duration. Most of them are brand new. And so what happens?
A lot of them are not, but the ones that and that's what Murad talks about. It's like, what are those ones that have a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months? Are they still doing stuff? Are they still building? That's one reason why I like Finke. But the problem with Finke is it doesn't have a community. No, people think it's cute and it's nice and it's funny and wow, the art's great and wow, it's a monkey that trades meme coins and wow, that's genius. But nobody trades it, and so, but it's been around for 6 months now.
Attention
but like, nobody cares. And so I'm like,
attention span, because people want to print money.
Yeah,
they want to print money. By the way, I wanted
Shiny
to
object syndrome, baby.
I wanted to show this this was the letter that Artifact tweeted about their new chapter, and the part that just kills me is this last line. Artifact isn't ending. It's becoming what it was always meant to be, an artifact of cultural revolution. No, it was meant to be successful. That's why Nike acquired it. Right. It was meant to be a successful brand. It wasn't just meant to be an artifact of cultural revolution. Because what's the revolution if just after couple of years after acquiring it, it goes away? Where's the revolution?
Artifact was meant to be an artifact of your memory, because remember that? It was awesome.
I'm going to refresh to see if Bitcoin. Oh, we're down to 98,697.
Dude, see, that's what we should have been like. All right, let's start the podcast, the stream, right when Bitcoin's about to go below 100,000. It's the exact opposite of how everybody else was doing it. Like, oh my God, it's 100,000. Woohoo! We're like, yeah, it's under 100,000. Let's do a show. We're gonna talk shit on the space, bitches.
We're gonna call it the Buy the Dip podcast.
Dude, look at Sui, man. That they are doing some things. Matter of fact, Sui right there. I just saw them in one of the trending ones. Phantom has just announced that they are going to be adding Sui. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sui. I think of Johnny Cash when I say Sui. Yeah. So Phantom, the wallet that Solana is on mostly, is now also going to hold Sui tokens. Sweet. So this is number 20, and we haven't really followed this one closely. So what can it is one of the former Facebook Libre projects, and Aptos and Sui got members of those teams that when Facebook was going to have their stable coin, the Libre token, or whatever it was called before, it was called something, and then it was called something else, and then it was called Libre, and then it was called something else. I don't remember. But government said you can't do it, and so they said okay, and now they became Sui and they became Aptos. So what can you tell us about Sui besides the fact that there is it's a layer one, dude? What can you say about any layer one? It's a layer one. That's pretty much it. What is this? They're launching a device. Oh, are they? Yeah, they're launching the Sui Play OX1. I'm gonna play the film here and see what it's showing us. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna kill the audio so we can talk over this. But this is a native Web3 handheld device. Take my money. Just take it now. But I wonder if it was like, so here's what's crazy, bro, is so when Solana launched their phone originally, like you could get it with X amount of Solana on it. So one of my business partners was like, yeah, but he bought these phones, sat them in a box, never actually forgot about them, opened them up. Each one of those phones had 2,000 Solana on it. And then each one of those addresses was public. And so it got airdropped all these tokens as well. So basically 8,000 Solana for these phones that cost him about $1,000 a piece or something. I don't know the exact numbers on that. Plus all those airdrops, dude. Like how much is 8,000 Solana worth today, dude? Like, holy cow. So he made a ton of money just by buying those phones. Now, how great would that have been, Joel, if back in the day you bought, oh, man, I got a brand new Apple MacBook. Check this out. Oh, man. Oh, I got a bunch of these Apple tokens on here. Oh, dude, I got 2,000 Apple tokens on here, too. Oh, my God, that's worth $20,000 now? What the hell? Like, so dude, I did order. Spectacular. I did order a Solana phone. I haven't heard anything. I was in the pre-order for that thing, and I totally forgot about it. 2021 or 2022 when they did that? I don't even know when it's coming. I have no. It should have already been here. Oh well, I guess I need to look into that. Where's my phone? So I kind of want to buy one of these. It looks like it's $600 for one of these devices. You know me, I'm a gamer, Dude, I wonder if this has I'm just curious if they're pulling that where they have some stuff on it, like, oh, boom, and then there's an address to it. You get airdrop things. So it kind of looks
it's an
like
NFT.
like Nintendo Switch deals or something.
Yeah, it's a handheld gaming unit. It's all, got all your
Who are
standard
these people
stuff.
behind? I mean, are these guys, have they built gaming devices before?
I don't know anything about them. I just know that SWE is now 416. It's up 12% today. It is the number 20 in market cap. So we're looking at a 12 billion market cap on this thing. Total supply of 10 billion tokens. And if you go to CoinGecko, SWE. I don't know if it's SWE or SUI. It's probably SWE. SWE.io.
I think it's SWE because it's like Swiss.
Yeah. SWE.io, their white paper here, their block explorer, the wallet right here. So I'm going to go a little deeper on this because
if you go into that, then do Aptos. I'm just curious to see which one, because I've paid more attention to SWE than any of the other ones. I bought someone when it popped up on Coinbase, it was less than $1. I was like, dude, this one's, because it just seemed to me like it's kind of like remember with Dragon Chain. I was like, dude, here's all these guys from Disney, and now they just brought in these payments person from Starbucks, like SWE and Aptos. But here's the thing. You couldn't get in those tokens early. You couldn't buy them early easily because, oh, you're from USA, or you're from Iran, or you're from Cuba or Belarus, or you're from North Korea. Like, get rid of that shit. Like, who are you protecting? If you were protecting us, you wouldn't let us buy shitcoin that just got launched on pump.fun. Like,
you wouldn't be put my money in Social Security. That's not going to pay at all. Here it is. This is the Seeker Solana Mobile. It's the second phone. This is the one that I ordered. Okay. And it looks like
that's the second one. So there was a first one. He got the first one that came with a bunch of Solana.
Shipping 2025 is when this.
So he got the first version of whatever that was.
So yeah,
he said. I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't hold it.
Down with this. Like, let's see. I'll turn off the sound on this. Looks like it's gonna play it whether I like it or not. Let me just turn off the mute site.
It is the seeker who understands that there's more than meets the eye. Oh. What's the opposite of a seeker? Someone who just like takes the word of mainstream media as gold.
Right. But the man on the TV said that Trump is orange.
The man on the TV who was paid for by the pharmaceutical companies is like, sponsored by Pfizer. Like, whoever this guy says, whatever that guy says that he wants us to say, so I'm going to believe it.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting my phone. I completely forgot that that I ordered one until you mentioned it. So
yeah, there'll probably be something awesome on that one. It should be fun.
I hope so. I mean, you look, this thing about being tied to Apple and Android, I think is just dangerous for freedom and liberty and privacy. It just works. The Apple operating system, it just works and it's great. But I've been slowly extracting myself away from Google. I don't use Google Chrome. I use the Brave browser.
You're being racist.
I don't. I've got Proton Mail accounts, and now Proton has all of the tools that you could
like Google Drive stuff.
They've got Drive. Mm-hmm. They've got so documents, Drive, calendar, and.
Well, I'm sorry, we have used our AI through your emails and all your documents, and we have found something that offends somebody somewhere. So we're going to shut down your account.
And they have an import tool. So there's a way to bring everything over, and I kind of played around with it to see how it works, and it works fine. But the problem is we live in a Google integrated world, and so going forward, making everything work with calendars, it's one thing to bring everything in, but now you got to make it work for everything you're doing. And one day I'm gonna, I don't know. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and it's hard to do.
In a Google world, and I am a material girl. It's good.
All right. Well, hey, I think that's going to be a wrap. We appreciate you guys tuning into the show. Of course, badcryptopodcast.com is the place that you.
And we got a great one that's coming up next week. So it normally pops off here on Mixie streams on Wednesday, but we interviewed Leonidas. who runs ord.io, and spectacular interview with this dude. And he opened my eyes. I think I got orange pilled yesterday, not because of dog, but because like he was having remember we were having that conversation of like, these Satoshis were spent in the 10,000 Bitcoins. So these are pizza sats, right?
Right.
Like we were talking about that. And then we were having a Twitter space earlier today, and we were talking about like, oh my God, like, what about like Silk Road ones? Like, because I was like, this one dude spent $2 billion in today's value of Bitcoin on cocaine. Like he bought a bulk amount of cocaine, I guess, to sell to his homies or something. I don't know. And that's like $2 billion worth of Bitcoin today. But I was like, dude, can I get some coke sats? I want some cocaine sats. And then the other dude was like, dude, what about whenever on Silk Road where that one person paid for that murder for hire? And it was like, yeah, you could get murder sats. And so I talked to Leonidas about it. He's like, oh no, those already exist. It's on, it's called, those are the Hitman sats.
That's
so
hilarious.
There's these rare Satoshis that pop up on all those different ones. And let's see, what was the conversation? It's called magisat.io, magisat.io. And there's various categories in them. And so what they've done is they've identified where these Satoshis have been before. But like imagine you get $100 bill and you're like, if you knew that this $100 bill, Trump had given it to somebody sometime or something, there was like a provenance behind that. But now, yeah, if you look at the categories up there, you can actually see some of the different categories. So you can buy bulk of these little Satoshis, and then you can leave inscriptions on them. So one of the coolest ones is the category up there that's block 9. That was the very first block. It's on the menu of there you go. Block 9 sats. Those are the first block where Satoshi sent 10 Bitcoin to Hal Finney. And these Satoshis in here were originally part of that block 9.
The
so
floor
it's pretty cool to be able to track those.
Floor is $7,357.
For an amount of them. It's not just one Satoshi. But think about it. Like these are like NFT. These are like fungible or somehow. You know what I mean? It's like, that was the thing that made me go, wow, that is amazing to be able to. And Pulse Digital, the guy we were interviewing was with, he said, dude, it's like digital numismatics. Like to be able to track specific, like you can you pick certain coins. Like I got this really cool coin right here, which I like.
So yeah, the show we got coming out next week talks to Leonidas all about sats and ordinals, and also talking about the number one meme coin on Bitcoin, which is Dog. And I'm orange pilled on Dog, and I bought my bag.
So while we were just doing this, pull up CoinGecko real quick.
Okay. What do you want, Dog?
Look at Bitcoin.
Did it just do a ba-boom?
It just did a something.
Oh, look at that. Down to 96. A little sell off.
Because Grim said it was at 92. So did it just pop back from 90? Did it just have a blip?
It just
did it have a blip?
I don't see 92. I see 96.
Okay.
But profit taking, all par for the course. You got to have a stomach for this stuff. It's all part of how it works here. And it's fine. It's just another day in Cryptopia.
There you go. But Grim said 92,000. I was like, oh shit, 92? Oh damn. Mark Ross, what up, buddy?
He says Trump can take some credit for this bull run, but just because he said you're welcome doesn't mean he thinks he's the only reason for this pump. No, he's a great troll. It's like he met with Trudeau, and Trudeau's like, we can't handle, these types of tariffs. And he goes, well, then maybe Canada would make a great 51st state and you can be governor. And then he goes on Twitter and he posts the mountains of Canada with the Canadian flag and him standing there, looking out to the mountains.
He does stuff just to rile people up, dude. And it works. That's what a troll does. And I think like, it is what it is because he's a New York businessman shit talker, dude. That's what they do in New York. So he grew up being a shit talker, and some people just can't handle it. But I will have to say this, Trump, it wouldn't be the 51st state. Like, wouldn't wouldn't like each province or whatever be its own? What do they call it? Provinces? Yeah, they're provinces. There was like 7 or 9 provinces. So they would probably all be provinces. We probably have like 57 states or something.
Sounds so provincial.
But I'm pretty sure they don't want Trudeau to be the governor of that either.
When you talk about it that way, it sounds really provincial. Anyway, AdCryptoPodcast.com is where you can find us. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Play. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. We're all the places. Follow at TW.
And I'm on your mom.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Really? Are you?
You're not
Well,
your
let's
mom.
just finish with this then. We'll just say, stay bad. Oh, wait, where's my little, hang on, I need my little.
We gotta say stay bad, and then we gotta be like, thanks for the 20 bandos.
Who's bad?
See you guys.